Hemiplegic migraines and anxiety. This is another keyword that we'll be targeting in this video in an attempt to get the message out there that as someone who suffered from hemiplegic migraines for over a decade and now hasn't had one in over a year since starting the Lion diet, that this is absolute nonsense, that anxiety has nothing to do with it. The Lion diet stopped it for me. At my worst in 2023, I was getting hemiplegic migraines every fortnight. I've had periods where I wasn't getting them that frequently, but I've never had an entire year without a hemiplegic migraine since this started over a decade ago. This is no coincidence. It is a direct result of going on to the Lion diet. Beef, salt, water, that's it. Fixed it. Something that these people have no idea about. Something they can't ever get their head around, the possibility of dealing with the root cause behind hemiplegic migraines, because to them, it's all out of your control. All you can do is take pills to learn how to manage it. Turns out they were wrong. You can resolve this issue. Diet done it. So let's have some fun with this nonsense. If you're searching for hemiplegic migraine anxiety, it's probably because somebody has tried to convince you that the reason you're suffering from this is because of anxiety. I had someone do this to me. It made zero sense. I've got other videos about that before, but we're going to have some fun looking at this. I want to try and break through the brainwashing here, try and make you see how ridiculous this whole thing is. Maybe you like the brainwashing. Maybe it brings you a bit of comfort. Maybe it makes you feel like it's out of your control. You haven't got to do anything. It's a lot easier to just believe that it's something out of your control, isn't it? Instead of believing that maybe if you tried the Lion diet, it might work for you. But I'm trying to snap you out of it because it might be able to change your life like it did mine. Because my life was miserable when I suffered from this. I was stuck indoors all the time with sunglasses on, the curtains drawn. Could barely go out. Didn't like going out because it felt dangerous. Because I was always scared I was going to have a hemiplegic migraine attack. And in fact, on the topic of anxiety, the most anxiety I've ever felt in my life is around getting hemiplegic migraines. Therefore, it was not the cause of the migraine, because why would I have randomly developed the fear of getting something I didn't even know existed until I first had it? So let's have a look at this nonsense. Anxiety, stress, and strong emotions can all play a role in triggering a hemiplegic migraine attack. Blah, 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 blah. Anxiety, so it's just saying the same thing again. Anxiety, right, stressful event. A stressful event such as a major life change or trauma could trigger a hemiplegic migraine attack. If you are predisposed to the condition, chronic stress at work or at home could also increase your risk of hemiplegic migraine. What are you going to do about these things? Chronic stress at work, what are you going to do? You're going to stop working? Do you go live on the street? This is no solution. Addressing the root cause is the solution. And getting better at managing stress. If there's anything here, I'm not saying stress is an amazing thing to experience, but I don't even think it's that bad. I'm not fearful of stress anymore, for I know it plays no role in causing hemiplegic migraines. It is not the root cause. And at home, what are you going to do? You know, stress at home. So let's say that you've had a child, you've got a newborn baby. Now you're getting hemiplegic migraines. It's the stress of having the baby. What are you going to do? Put the baby up for adoption? What's all this going on about mice? Period of, right, stress relief. Right, hang on a minute. Interestingly, studies show that mice with familial hemiplegic migraine stress relief after periods of chronic stress seems to increase. Wait a minute, am I reading that right? Stress relief after a period of chronic stress seems to increase the risk of migraine attacks. Oh, so hang on a minute. So just now it was the stress that's causing it. Now it's when you're not stressed anymore that causes it. Okay, so either end of the spectrum, you're too relaxed now. You know, if you get stressed, make sure you stay stressed. Because the second that you let go of that stress, you're going to get hemiplegic migraine. Study mentions that this could explain why people tend to have episodes during periods of stress relief, like weekends. Wow. There's some backwards logic for you. What nonsense. Do you see how stupid this is? Like, am I getting through to you how dumb this is? Strong emotions. Powerful emotions like anxiety, depression, and intense worry can trigger hemiplegic migraine episodes. We are human. We are not robots. We cannot change our emotions. We feel things. This is not a bad thing. You cannot suppress emotions and stop hemiplegic migraines. Lack of sleep. There's evidence showing a relationship between migraine and sleep, which includes lack of sleep, too much sleep, and insufficient deep sleep. Wow. Ridiculous. Lack of sleep or too much sleep. Am I getting through to you how stupid this is? If you sleep too long, that's why you got hemiplegic migraine. And you're going to tell them, well, what about this other day when I only slept 4 hours? Well, that's because you didn't sleep enough. Ridiculous. The lack of sleep could potentially trigger hemiplegic migraines, or more research has helped understand connection. But okay, whatever. Physical stress and exertion. Physical stress may trigger hemiplegic migraine, including other forms of physical stress like injury or trauma. Okay, so now we're saying we can't do anything. We can't exercise because that's going to cause it. And we also can't suffer any injuries. So if you're walking along, stub your toe, could be that caused it. So, I mean, so far, basically, you've got to wrap yourself up in cotton wool. Don't move. Make sure that if you do sleep, don't sleep for too long. You don't know how long that is. How long is too long? Or how long is not long enough? But you've got to make sure that you get the exact amount. Plus, you can't deal with any emotion. If you feel anything, if you're going through anything, if life happens, you can't experience any of that. Don't have any emotion. Oh, and the stress, right? So don't work. Give up work. If you're working, don't be working no more. And if you've got stuff going on at home, you're going to have to check out there too, I'm afraid. Let's see if we've got any other nonsense here. I don't really want to keep reading this because this is a waste of time, isn't it? Genetic factors. So that means that that's totally out of your control. Nothing you can do about it. People... Says, okay, it's a lot of rubbish. Hemiplegic migraine found that participants had higher rate of depression than the control group. Wow, I wonder why that is. So let's go through this. So a 2016 study involving 89 participants with hemiplegic migraines found that the participants had a higher rate of depression than control group. I wonder if they had depression because they felt terrible from the hemiplegic migraines. I wonder if they had depression because they can't live a regular life. They can't live a fulfilling life. They can't do the things that they want to do. I wonder if that was why. Or maybe this depression, again, is this thing that's out of your control, these chemical imbalances in your brain that you have absolutely no control over. And you need some pills to fix that. I mean, do you see how dumb this is? I know I keep saying that, but am I getting through to you how stupid this whole thing is? Depression is... This is why a lot of people who suffer from this stop researching, because you just get this nonsense. Oh, here we go. Look, there's a bunch of medications that you can take, because that's going to help. Let's not give this any more attention. If you are suffering from hemiplegic migraines, please try the lion diet, because that actually worked for me. And my life went from being miserable, unbearable, barely worth living, to now being fun, fulfilling, and I can honestly say that I love my life now. I do so much cool stuff that I didn't think I'd be able to do. It can get so much better, but you're going to have to take it into your own hands, because people like this are wasting your time filling your head with nonsense.